everyone. First, let's introduce myself. My name is Fadia Khairina. I will present about forecasting the price of crude oil with deep learning and bits. Introduction: Crude oil. Crude oil is non-renewable natural resource and requires special processing before it can be used. Nevertheless, almost all humans need crude oil for their survival. In the modern era, like today, many depend on crude oil for daily mobility because most transportation used today certainly use crude oil fuel. Crude oil price fluctuate every day. Fluctuation in oil price can have an impact on the world economy because currently most of the energy demand for oil is processed using crude oil or petroleum as the basic ingredient. Because fluctuation in crude oil price are important for every country, it is necessary to have a way to avoid major impact on the country economy, such as the occurrence of an economic crisis. One way that can be done is by forecasting crude oil price. One of the forecasting use is deep learning. Deep learning is part of machine learning that has stage in the architectural layer to recognize pattern and information without supervision in the data. There are various types of deep learning, one of which is narrow basis expansion analysis for interpretable time series forecasting or NBITS. Research method. In this research method, it is necessary to prepare a data set and then perform processing data and then predict with NBITS dataset. In the study, the dataset used in the dataset of Brent oil price taken from Kaggle. This dataset contains a time series of Brent oil price from January 4, 2000 to June 24, 2022 with a total data of 5,773. In this dataset, there are 7 attributes: data, open, high, low, close, volume, and currency. Only 2 datasets are used, namely date and close. The datasets can be seen in Table 1. Preprocessing data. In preprocessing data, there are several stages. The first stage is the change that attribute into an index so that it can label its data row. Next, change the name of the close attribute to price. This change is to make it easier for researchers to process data. The results of the first stage of preprocessing can be seen in the table 2, and the results of the dataset script in the data preprocessing in the first stage can be seen in figure 1. The second preprocessing stage divides the dataset into trained data and test data. In this study, the data preprocessing process was carried out by dividing the composition of the trained data by 80% and the test data by 20% of the dataset. The result of the second stage of preprocessing can be seen in the figure 2. NBIT. NBIT is a deep learning architecture by backward and forward residualing with a connected layered stack, which is usually used for univariate time series forecasting. The advantage of using the NBIT architecture compared to other deep learning architecture is its interpretability. NBIT architecture can be seen in figure 3. Based on figure 3, it can be seen that the basic building block on the NBIT architecture is multi-layer F-chain network with nonlinear value in the arrangement of blocks into piles, and the principle of double residue accumulation is used. The basic building block consists of 2 parts. Figure 3 describes a look-back window with the length of and H, which function as model input, and N as the amount of data needed to predict future data. In the N-bit architecture, there are two configurations: general architecture or N-bit-G and interpretable architecture or N-bit-I. The study used N-bit-G because it does not depend on specific time series, and which use hyperparameter approach, horizon, window, width, block layer, stacks, and page. Result and discussion. This study used the Python programming language to predict crude oil price. The reason for using Python is because it provides library and framework that can help to make prediction using deep learning, such as NVIDIA. In the study, 6 models with different epoch parameters were used to determine which model gave the best performance for forecasting crude oil price. The parameters are epoch 20, 30, 100, 250, 5,000, and 10,000. The optimizer used in Adam and the callback used are reduced or on plateau. Other than that, the parameter used in table 3. The mean absolute error or MAE and the mean square error or MSE are used to determine how good the model made in this research. Mathematically, the formula for MAE and MSE can be written with equation 1 and 2. Where N is the number of test data, while E is the actual data value to E, and QE is the predictive data value to E. After building the model, the evaluation results are obtained from the model experiment carried out. The result of the experimental evaluation can be seen in table 4. On the sick and speak model build, the model with the best result is model 6 with MAE and MSE having the smallest values. Finding out whether and the forecasting results are good or not. It can be done by comparing them with the original data. The result of the comparison of 4 samples of the test data and prediction with model 6 can be seen in table 5, and the result of the comparison of test data and prediction as a whole can be seen in figure 4. Based on table 5 and figure 4, there is no significant difference between the original crude oil price and the predicted results. Conclusion: the study SIG and this model were used with different epoch parameters, namely epoch 20, 30, 100 to 150, 5,000, and 10,000. For the model with the best result, the SIG model has epoch of 5,000 with the smallest MAE and MSE values. Therefore, the existence of different epochs in the study impact the error results. Reference can be seen on the screen. Thank you so much for your attention. I would like to apologize if there is a mistake. I hope you have a nice day.